I completely agree with that.
I couldn't agree more.
That's it. Is there anything better than this? Of course. This is the best. What a perfect plan this is. Count me in. Great. I think this is the best.
It doesn't matter to me.
It's all up to you. It is beyond my imagination. Just do it. You've got my vote. You have my permission. There is no problem on my side. Just do as you suggest. Do you agree?
What is your opinion on this?
Do you think this is a good way? What do you think about this idea? Do you think this is the best method? Do you agree with what I said? I hope that I can have your permission. Does that mean you agree? Please just nod your head and say yes.
Can't you be a little more flexible?
Since everyone has agreed already, would you just say yes? I hope you will support me. I don't think there is any reason for you to refuse. I can't believe that you just said yes. Why do you hesitate? I will proceed right away if you say yes. I won't approve of it. I can't agree with that. I disagree. I'll die before I agree with that. This is not what I wanted. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't want to support you. Save your strength. I can't think of any suggestions worse than this. I absolutely will not take part in this with you. No deal. You can't persuade me. Give it up. No means no. There's nothing left to say. How can I possibly agree with that? I absolutely will not change my position. I don't want to hear what you have to say anymore. Don't even think about getting my vote. Are you against that? Why don't you agree with that? You don't think it's a good idea? You don't like this suggestion? Why don't you think about it some more? You don't want to support us? I can't believe that you are actually against this. Please don't say no so quickly. Please don't oppose this just to oppose it. Didn't you agree last time? Must you be so persistent? Please give me a reasonable reason. Your reason for opposing this is strange. Your opposition is reasonable. I have a suggestion.
I don't have an opinion.
I would like to listen to everyone's suggestions.
May I make a suggestion?
I am considering whether this is a better way to do it. This way might work. It will be better if we change the direction of our thinking. Why don't you give it a try? Can you just think about it?
I suggest that we find an outsider to decide which of us is right.
I suggest that everyone calm down first.
I think that we should each do our own jobs.
I can't think of any good suggestions.
Do you have any opinion on this matter?
Do you have any good suggestions? Is this your suggestion? What do you think of this idea?
Can you help think of a solution?
Let's brainstorm together. I really need your comments. I will respect your opinion. Thank you for offering your suggestion.
You've pointed out the key point of this problem.
Your proposal is great.
Your recommendation solved everyone's problems. Your suggestion is quite feasible. I bet you probably have a lot of ideas.
I can't wait to hear your ideas. I've got a problem. Who can help me? I would appreciate it if you could help me. I am begging you.
Would you mind if I kept you here for a moment?
There really is no way out for me. You are the only one who can help me out.
Perhaps I should look for help from someone else.
I need to find a helper. I am hopeless. I don't know how to ask for help. I don't need help from others. Nobody will pity me. Stop pretending. There's no way that I will accept your help. Nobody in the whole world will help me. Do you need help? I am willing to help you. What can I do for you?
I suspect you might need this.
You really don't need my help? I think I can help.
Are you willing to accept my help?
I don't know how to help you. Let me try, okay? When the time comes, you will need me.
I don't think you need my help. I will do my best to do whatever you ask.
Please tell me what you need. Please let me know if you need something. It is my pleasure to help you. I can't solve your problem. You might not need anyone's help. I've already made up my mind. This is my decision. This decision will be good for everyone. I need more time to think about it. I have to insist on my decision. There's nothing to negotiate. After careful consideration, this is my decision.
I often change my decisions due to the influence of others.
I can't make the call.
I don't insist enough on my decisions.
Who can help me make the decision? I won't regret it. I will do my absolute best. This is final. No one can alter my decision. It's decided then. I don't even need to think about this decision. Are you sure? Won't you regret it? Have you made your decision yet? It seems that you are firm in your decision. You are too irresolute. Everyone is waiting for your decision. How can you make such a decision? Please make up your mind. Your decision is too risky. Is it possible that you may change your decision? Don't make your decision hastily. I trust your choice. Do you need to think about it again? Your decision sounds good to me. It seems there's no way to make you give up your idea. You should not change your decision due to the influence of others. I really can't understand. I don't understand what you are saying. I don't have a clue. I guess I need a translation. Can you define that more clearly? How can it be so complicated?
Can anyone take a moment to explain?
I can't think it through.
You can explain it 100 times, and I still won't understand.
It's really difficult to understand. I don't think I will ever understand that. Why can't I understand? I think there's a generation gap between us. Don't confuse me like that. What on earth is in your head?
How can I explain this so that you'll understand?
Do you understand? Do I need to draw a picture to describe it? Is it okay if I make some additional remarks? Did I explain it clearly enough? Could you tell me the main point of your question?
Do I need to repeat that again?
Is this difficult for you? Do you need me to simplify it? I hope you can understand. Do you need it translated?
How can you be so thick-headed?
Let me rephrase myself. If you don't know, then ask. This is the last time I'll tell you.
I thought you understood everything.
You are a wonderful person. Thanks. You are my hero. Thanks for all your hard work. I'm so touched. You have a kind heart. Thank you for your help. Please accept my thanks. I will definitely pay you back. Thank you for your attention. You are so thoughtful. I like the gift you gave me very much. I really don't know how I can repay you. I won't forget your kindness. I really want to give you a hug. Let me treat you to a meal, okay? You really are a lifesaver.
You have no idea how much this means to me.
You're welcome. I'm flattered. It's nothing. I barely lifted a finger. Don't worry about it. I just did my best. Piece of cake. Don't mention it.
You're too kind. This is the least I can do.
I am not as great as you make me out to be. I am glad to help you. It is not very hard at all. As long as you are satisfied, I am happy. It is I who should be thanking you. I don't need any reward. We can call it even if you treat me to a movie. Oh, stop it. You are embarrassing me. You are sincerely invited. Companions are welcome. Please be sure to attend. Please take your seat on time. Hope you can participate. You wouldn't want to miss this.
We would be lost without you.
Do you accept this invitation? We can accommodate your schedule. We are looking forward to meeting you in person. How can you not come? I will be very disappointed if you do not come. How could you decline this invitation? I will send the invitation to you.
It is our honor to have you here.
Thanks, but no thanks. I will definitely be there. I am sorry that I will be unable to attend. I am flattered.
It's too sudden. I can't make a decision right away.
Thank you for your kindness. It would be ungracious not to accept your invitation. I will be there if I can. I have another appointment.
I will set aside some time on that day.
I think I have no reason to refuse. You are really nice. Thank you for your invitation. May I reply in a couple of days? I need to think about it. I'm looking forward to that day. Excuse me. I beg your pardon. Please forgive me. Please excuse my inappropriate behavior. Please accept my apology. I am very sorry.
I am such a jerk.
I hope you can understand. Please forgive me for my stupidity. Please forgive me for my ignorance. You must forgive me.
Don't take it to heart.
I offer my sincere apologies to you. You don't know how much I blame myself. Could you give me one more chance? I will not leave until you forgive me. What can I do to make up for it? It doesn't matter. Forget it. Don't mention it.
That's fine, as long as you realize your mistake.
I am sure you didn't mean it. I forgive you. I am sure you were just confused at the time. I am sure you must have your own difficulties. We can still continue to be good friends. This is really unforgivable. How could you do that? How can you face me after what you have done? I won't let you off easily.
You really are despicable. You'll pay for this.
I will never forgive you for the rest of my life. I was wrong. I am very sorry. I made a mistake. What I have done is unforgivable. I really am a big fool.
I have made a colossal mistake.
It is really not an easy thing for me to admit that I've made a mistake. See, I am wrong again.
Will you let me make up for the mistake I've made? Things have gotten out of control.
I must have been confused. I am so selfish. I am so stupid. I made an extremely serious mistake. I can't believe that I could be so horrible. I guess you won't talk to me anymore.
It doesn't matter.
Don't blame yourself. I forgive you. Nobody is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes.
It's enough that you realize you were wrong.
I can tolerate that. Don't do it again. It's not that critical.
How are you going to make it up to me?
I can understand. I hope that you have learned a lesson from this. Use your head next time. Don't be that foolish again. We are still friends. Just let the past go. Don't think about it anymore. I won't bear a grudge. Would you give me a hand? I need your help. Are you free right now?
Please have pity on me.
Please.
I helped you last time, so this time it's your turn.
You must help me with this.
We're friends, aren't we?
I can't do it without you. Today I'll treat you, but you need to give me a hand.
I am counting on you. I'm in trouble again.
What should I do? There's no one who will help me.
I need your advice on something.
You can't refuse to help me.
Help me think of something. No problem. Just leave it to me.
I am glad to do you a favor.
Let me think about how to solve the problem.
Just calm down. Don't be in such a hurry. I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of... Good. How will you repay me?
I'll help you as soon as I am done with my work.
I really can't find the time to... Let me think about it. Find someone else to help you. Don't even think about it. It's impossible for me to help you. You should learn how to solve problems by yourself. You are always making trouble for me. Why should I give you a hand? Of course, we are good friends after all. I'd like to borrow some money from you. Can you lend me some money if you have any?
Lend me 10,000 NT dollars first, okay?
Lend me some money first to pay my credit card bills. How much can you lend me? I'll pay you back on my payday. I don't have any change, do you?
I forgot my purse. Can you spot me 100 NT dollars?
Please lend me some money to meet an urgent need.
I didn't bring enough money. Do you have any on you?
Will you lend me some money for meals?
I'm begging you for your help. Lend me 100,000 NT. Of all my friends, you are the richest.
I promise that this will be the only time. No problem. How much do you need? Are you encountering some difficulties? I'll go withdraw some money for you right now. When will you pay me back?
I never lend money to anyone. This is my principal. We have to sign an agreement first. Didn't you just borrow money from me last month?
All my money is in the deposit account, and I can't take any out. You must pay me back. I really can't. No way. Don't even think about it. I don't have any money either. Come on, you are richer than I am. I don't want to lend you money. I'm much poorer than you. Why didn't you lend me money last time?
Let me borrow this for a while.
Lend me these clothes for tomorrow. May I borrow something from you? Can you lend me this book? Should I pay you anything to borrow this? Are you going to lend it to me or not, you cheapskate?
Do I need to apply for a certificate to borrow this? I just need to borrow it temporarily. I will return it tomorrow. Lend me your pen. I'll return it right away.
I'm not going to refuse to return it. Why not lend it to me? I want to go to the library to check out some books.
I always return everything I borrow. Since you have no use for it, you might as well lend it to me.
It's up to you whether or not you'll lend it to me. Feel free to use it. No problem. Go ahead. Remember to return it back to me. Sure, it was for public use originally. I don't want to lend it to you. Have you returned the thing I lent to you last time? No matter what you say, I will not lend anything to you. Go buy it yourself. You don't have good credit. I will not lend anything to you. I never lend anything to anybody. I can't lend it to you. It's not mine. I'm still using it. I will lend it to you next time. It is not for borrowing. I can't work if I lend it to you. I've already promised to lend it to someone else. I like it very much. I will be sure to treasure it. I've dreamt about that. I'd give up the whole world for that. Even if it cost me my life, I would not hesitate. I love it to death. I cannot think of anything better than this. As soon as I see it, I feel happy. Don't you think this is the best in the whole world? That is quite charming. Please do not take it out of my life. What a cutie! This really is my lifesaver. That's the one that I want. Do you know how important it is to me? I cannot be without it. When I think about it, I can't sleep.
I wish I could have it right now.
How much do you like it? Do you like it? What do you think? Will you accept this? Which one do you prefer?
Is this the one you want?
Are you crazy about it?
You think it's pretty great, don't you?
Do you want to have it?
You just cannot live without it, can you? How much would you buy it for?
What are you willing to exchange with me for it? Which one would you be willing to give up?
You just want to have it all, don't you?
Will you cherish it dearly? Will you fall in love with it? Do you think it is suitable for you? It seems like it doesn't appeal to you. I don't like it.
I can't stand it anymore.
Who does he think he is? I don't want to talk to him anymore. That's disgusting. Do not mention him around me.
I can't stand his attitude.
I am not in the mood to worry about her.
When I think about that, I want to throw up.
Give me a break. This is so boring. Leave me alone. I absolutely hate her. Please don't count me in. I'm not interested. I get goosebumps all over my body. I've already put up with it as long as I can. You don't like that? How much do you hate it?
You won't even take a look at it? Do you have to be so picky?
Are you really unable to accept it?
Can't you reject it with a little tact?
You really don't want to give it a try? Do you really think it is that terrible? You really don't even want to give it a little thought?
This is not what you were expecting, is it?
Don't you have any interest in it? Why do you only see the bad side? I am surprised that you didn't like it. Wasn't this your favorite before? Have you reached the limits of your patience? I like people who smile all the time. I like people who are polite.
I like people who are enthusiastic about the public welfare.
I like athletic guys.
I especially like tender-hearted girls.
I admire people who are practical.
Gentlemanly men always capture my heart.
I don't like people who are impolite. I hate people who do not keep their promises. I dislike people who have no sense of punctuality.
I refuse to have anything to do with unscrupulous people.
Selfish people give me a bad feeling. I look down on people who brown nose. What kind of people impress you? Is there anyone you like? Do you like her personality or her looks?
What kind of people make you sick? Do you like funny guys?
Who do you dislike?
Do you like forthright girls? Is the person you like good-looking?
What kind of people drive you crazy? Do you understand the people you like? Do you hate dishonest people? Is he really so nice?
What do you do when you dislike someone?
Doesn't he have any virtues? What has he done to offend you? I like many colors. I like bright colors. I don't have any particular colors that I like.
I only like black. I like yellow.
I like warm tones. Recently, I started liking the color green. I like the color of the sky. Purple is my favorite color. I like the rich colors of the rainbow. I prefer dark-colored clothing. Orange makes me feel optimistic. I hate gloomy colors. Pink is a good shade for my skin. Red gives me a feeling of warmth. I don't like to wear black clothes. I never buy brown clothing. I think black makes people feel somber. Do you like bright colors? What colors do you dislike? Why do you like the color gray? Do you hate gloomy colors? Do you prefer dark colors or light colors? What colors do you like the most? Do you like warm tones or cool tones? Do you like black or white? Do you like dark blue or light blue? Which color do you think suits you best? What color of clothes do you like to buy? Why do you like red? What color flowers do you like?
What color clothing will you never put on? What do you associate with the color white?
Do you like every color? Everyone's appreciation of color is subjective.